Hi guys, how are we all doing? So as you can see, my table is jam-packed full of Cr7 gear. Pretty excited to do this product review because I'm a massive fan of this new colourway. Today, it's all about Cristiano Ronaldo. Since 2017, Nike have told the story of Ronaldo's career, and in this latest chapter, it definitely shines brighter than the rest. Literally, they are mint. The new Nike Mercurial Cr7 Chapter 5 Cut to Brilliance is a story of how Ronaldo made his then record-breaking move to Real Madrid in 2009 for £80 million, which is an absolute steal today. Keep watching to find out how you can bag yourself a pair of Superflies at the end of the video. So as you can see, I've got all the boots with me today. I'm going to kick things off with the Mercurial Superfly. This is your top end boot. First impressions, I think it looks unbelievable. I saw images flying around the internet and I thought I definitely got to get myself a pair of these. So in terms of colour, it's bright white. This whiteness is mixed in with an icy blue colour all over the boot. When you look at it, it looks as though you're staring into a diamond. I think that's the diamond emojis being used by Nike and all the Cr7 along with the campaign you'll see on social media. So yeah, it's meant to portray diamond. Quite cool. The iconic Cr7 logo you see is here on the insole is a classic stamp of approval from the man himself. The heel also has some pretty cool features. It's got the date of Ronaldo's Real Madrid debut, which is 06, 07, 09, which is just over 8 years ago, which is mad. Making me feel old. It's got the El Sueño del Niño. It stands for the dream of the child. This is how Ronaldo felt when he joined Real Madrid. Looking at the boot, it takes me back to my physics days. So when you used to shine a light into a prism, it gave off a load of different colours. That's exactly what's going on here on the boot. You can see it looks really, really cool. This colour's kind of faded into the white and the pattern overall looks really, really sick. So we've had a good look at the boot. Let's take a closer look at the tech behind the boot. As with all the older boots, the Mercurial Superfly comes with the latest top techers, as well as this sexy new colourway. So for you ballers out there, it features a dynamic fit collar, you can see here, and the Flyknit upper construction integrated ribbing. These work together to increase ball awareness and control. Personally, I'm defo a collar man myself. I did a play test of these last week and just felt so comfy. Just felt like my foot was locked in place and allowed me to have that more kind of like a natural movement on the ball. The flyway is made up of a Nike Flyknit material, which covers the majority of the upper. This rib material, you see this here, this adds thickness to the material of the upper and adds to the overall comfort of the boot. The flyway cables, just mentioned, start from the base and work their way up into the laces. Really cool little feature of the boot. It features the All Conditions Control ACC technology. This provides optimal ball control in both wet and dry conditions, so you don't have to worry about your touch and control over those wet winter months. The first thing that comes to mind when someone says Superfly is the lightness of the boot. It's ridiculously light. It's got the lightweight compressed nylon plate. This is contoured to mirror the foot shape. The Mercurial Superfly is intended to feel like you're running around in barefoot for that speed element. So a very, very light boot, but also very sturdy down to the technology that Nike have put into the boot. It's also for your all-round player, so it's got the updated stud configuration. It's developed by using computer modelling to achieve the ideal balance of traction, torque and comfort. It's got the contoured perforated sock liner. It provides low profile cushioning that helps reduce stud pressure. And finally, it's got the anti-skid top cloth. It grips the foot to increase traction inside the boot. So once your foot's in, it's not going anywhere. If you are thinking of getting a pair, I'd recommend going true to size so you can get the best performance possible. So I'm a size 10 on the size 10 these and just fit perfectly. Ronaldo himself, he's been wearing them already and they look class with a white Real Madrid kit, so they do look really, really cool. If you want to stand out for your mates, this is definitely the boot for you. Okay, so going down the range, we stock the Mercurial Victory 6, which is this one. It looks very similar to the Superfly, but slightly different tech and slightly cheaper in price. So it features a dynamic fit collar, similar to the Superfly. This links the ankle to the foot for ball awareness. It's got the embossed horizontal ridges, which enhance touch by creating friction for high-speed ball control. So it's perfect for you wingers out there. It's got the TPU overlay on compressed nylon plate. This provides durability, and it's got the chevron studs, which maximize toe-off traction. So the main difference between this and the Superfly in terms of tech is that it doesn't have the flywire cables out of the Superfly and the ACC technology. But it is a perfect boot for those who want a top boot, but at a more affordable price. So yeah, here at Kitbag we offer 2 different dynamic fit boots dependent on your price range. We also stock these in kid sizes too. So if you're looking for a Nike boot without the dynamic fit colour, I recommend going for the Vapor. The Vapor 11, it looks class, absolutely class. In terms of tech, it has the same features as all previous Mercurial colourways. Firstly, the Vapor is made from a synthetic material when you compare that to the Superfly, which is made from fly knit material. Some people think that Vapor is like a knockoff Superfly, but I can show you it's really, really not. It's jam-packed full of tech to enable you to be quick on the ball. The thinking and the technology behind the boot puts it up there with the very best. I mean, if it's good for players like Eden Hazard, Modric and Isco, it's good for anyone. So in terms of tech, it's got embossed horizontal ridges, which increase ball awareness and control. It's got the lightweight compressed nylon plate. This is contoured to mirror the foot shape rather. It's got a tongueless construction. This wraps the foot for a snug locked down fit, and the low profile toe box helps you to get the ball under control. It also features, a main feature of this is the all conditions control ACC technology, and this is why it's a top end boot. This provides optimal ball control in both wet and dry conditions. And finally, it's got the anti-skid top cloth, which grips the foot to increase traction inside the boot, so your foot is going nowhere. So if you're looking for a slightly cheaper Vapor, the Follis 3 is the one. In looks, it looks exactly the same as a Vapor. I literally can't tell the 2 apart, to be honest. I think the only difference is that the Cr7 is slightly cooler than the Vapor, kind of like a raised material on it, and oh yeah, the studs are slightly different as well. So it's got like a clear stud colour on the Vapor, and it's kind of like a darker colour on the Follis. But yeah, very, very similar boots. So in terms of tech, it's very similar as well. So it's got embossed horizontal ridges, which enhance touch. It's got the microfiber material. This conforms to the foot for a minimum feel, so it feels like you're basically wearing nothing. It's got a low profile toe box, which helps you get the ball under control, and a TPU overlay on a compressed nylon plate. This provides durability, so a very, very light shoe, but also very, very sturdy. And also features the chevron studs, which maximise toe-off traction. So the main difference between this and the Vapor is that this doesn't have the ACC technology, the all conditions control. But yeah, very, very similar boots. And these are also available in kid sizes and now available on Kitbag now, so hit this link for these boots. So basically I've left the best boot till last, and this is the anti-clog traction boot in this cool little box here. Nice little box you get with it. Let's open it up. Works best when wet, it's quite cool. So opening up, so it's a Mercurial Superfly, but for soft ground. So when it's wet in the winter months, this is the perfect boot for that. It's got the gold cleats, studs there, quite cool, and it's got a darker sole plate when you compare that to the Superfly, which had the white sole plate. So yeah, you will not be slipping around the knees. Overall, really cool boot, slightly heavy as well, but yeah, really, really cool boot, and you get a really cool box with it as well. I'll keep one of them out. So that's the anti-clog traction boot. So as you can see, there's loads of gear on the table. You've got the Prestige Cr7 ball with the Nike Aero Track technology. Really cool looking ball. You also get a zip-up bag with every single Mercurial boot you get. This is quite a cool little feature as well. It's got the Chapter 5 branding on there, so it's got the fastest to score 50, 150, 200 and 250 league goals. It's quite cool. And it's got the overhead of that diamond there, you see there. So you get them with every boot. Also the Cr7 backpack you see there. Cut to Brilliance collection now. You might want to check out the Cr7 clothing too. It is very, very smart. But yeah, overall I'm very impressed with the boots. I'm a massive fan of the bright white, and I think it's going to be very, very popular. Let me know what you think about the boots below in the comments. Is this your favourite chapter so far? Also let me know which is your best Ronaldo moment so far at his time at Real Madrid for a chance to bag yourself a pair of these. Thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and stay tuned for more product reviews in the future. Cheers.